Twisted Metal. I am Calypso.
Those fans and players of TM2 will instantly, I believe, enjoy Twisted Metal head-on. It is a lot like Twisted Metal 2. You've got a lot of your favorite characters that you remember. It plays a lot like it. Twisted Metal Head-On, as the title kind of suggests, was a game that we created from the ground up, intended for the PSP.
It combines the best of both worlds of people that enjoy playing shooters and people that enjoy racing, and meshing those together.
Kind of a derivative of the Twisted Metal storyline, which is about the nemesis Calypso.
Let the games begin!
In Twisted Metal, there are many other characters that compete in this competition in order to win one wish. Now, this wish is anything they desire.
And the graphics are sharp, they're pretty, they're colorful, the sound is great. Even if you're in the car for 5 minutes, you can go in there, you can turn it on, you can play it. You got to get out, you just hit a switch, you just get right back out. That's a feature I think everybody wished we had in the old Twisted Metals. We did a good mix of large environments and small environments and medium-sized.
I think the Paris level is a beautiful level. It's just great to look at. There's a lot of area to go to. It's a big level. Paintings, you're going to see the little French bistros out front.
There'll be some familiar faces, like in TM2 there was a Russian bowl. We updated that with the Colosseum. We went from Rome up to Russia, duplicated Red Square.
Another one of my favorites is the Monaco level. I love racing games and I love to race, and there is the Monaco racetrack in that level. And that is just a lot of fun. There are actual F1 cars coming at you.
You get to go all over the world and blow things up.
What we've done in Twisted Metal Head-On is we've added a feature that we haven't had in past Twisted Metals, as far as having a mini bonus game.
Bonus levels is a new addition to Twisted. It's something that we're all excited about. We were able to manage to squeeze into this little box another little mini game into every level.
We've got everything from an obstacle course to a shooting rink to a slalom. They're all different and varied from level to level.
While you're in a level, you can pop into a mini bonus game, obtain pickups and health without being in the middle of battle.
I really do enjoy kind of being able, at my own pace, to kind of hone my skills and take a break from the gameplay. You can do them repeatedly, as many times as it takes for you to get that perfect score that you want, and that's kind of my favorite thing about it.
One of the play modes in Twisted Metal Head-On is story mode, in which you play through every level, and at the end of the game you get your final movie. For people that don't have a lot of time to play, would be either a challenge or endurance mode, something that you can pop in and play a quick game and be on your way.
One of the great things about the PSP is that it is a Wi-Fi unit. Ad hoc allows you to play with up to 5 other players within your close proximity.
You could be sitting in a movie theater, somebody else has the PSP and they've got your game there, you both could just hook right up real quick.
In infrastructure, there are also 2 types. There is a LAN mode. Both LAN mode and internet mode require you to have an access point. Through that access point, in the LAN mode, you can play people kind of anywhere else that we're near an access point. The internet option does allow you to go through your access point to a server, whether it be to a server here in your own state, whether it be to a server states away, you can play that person. The great thing about Twisted Metal Head-On as a car combat game is it was actually created by the originators of the car combat genre. I mean, these are the guys that started it all from the beginning.
We seem to have always hit on the formula of making a good car combat game. It's that mixture of taking what's fun in an arcade game and mixing it with what would be real.
The entire planet is your battleground. Your prize, one wish.
Twisted Metal Head-On is a continuation of the Twisted Metal story. The Twisted Metal story is the character Calypso holds a contest, an annual contest called Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal Head-On is more of a spiritual sequel to Twisted Metal 2 than, say, Black was.
It brings back a lot of everyone's favorite characters from Twisted Metal 2. A lot of the same dynamics, a lot of the same play.
Twisted Metal Head-On is about car combat. It's about a vehicle full of weapons, full of machine guns, missiles, all that good stuff. It's designed to be fast-paced, lots of action. You're always on the move. If you sit still, you'll be taken out pretty quick.
The replayability of Twisted Metal Head-On is great. There's different story modes. If you perhaps were to go through a mode of a single player, you could pick a vehicle and play the entire game through with that one vehicle. Or you can go into a challenge mode and you can pick a different vehicle, and you can also pick your opponents. So each time you play it, it's a different game, even within the same level.
You'll find there's some familiar environments in Twisted Metal Head-On. We went back to some of the old favorites that were in TM2. We had our Paris freeway and so forth. We tried to adapt a similar color scheme, kind of a similar brightness. It was intended to be kind of a nostalgic feel to that, to give it a familiar flavor of what Twisted Metal always has been.
I think when people get their hands on Twisted Metal Head-On, what they're going to be most impressed with is how great it looks. The PSP screen is phenomenal.
It started from the same engine as we used in Black. We have a lot of the same detail that we had in Black. I think the thing that everybody here at the studio, when we first saw this game play on a PSP, that we were just blown away with, is this small thing in your hand is playing Twisted Metal. I mean, you're blowing things up. You are driving a vehicle, firing your weapons, having a good time, all in a box that fits in your pocket. And the graphics are sharp. They're pretty. They're colorful. The sound is great for this. I think that's what's going to blow people away about this game. You know, you take a character from the beginning where you're kind of wondering what's his story. You know, why does Axel have these tires attached to his body? And as you play through the game, you learn about what happened to the character.
Each character has a different reason for being in this contest and a different wish. In Twisted Metal Head-On, you're going to find all of the vehicles and the weapons that you have expected. A lot of the favorite vehicles that everybody has been dying for us to bring back are back.
You get a chance to do some muscle cars. You get to do F1 cars,
big machinery type vehicles down to your smaller, quicker, zippy vehicles.
Old Charger, you know, kind of an old souped-up vehicle from the old days.
Each vehicle in Twisted Metal Head-On definitely has its own personality. There's a character behind each vehicle. In the game, you also get a little background story on each character, their reason for being here, how it kind of ties into their choice of vehicle. And each vehicle has a different way of fighting.
You remember back in TM2, there was teleporters that let you get around the world. It's a fun way. It's a way to escape quickly. Like if you're being trapped, you can just go onto the teleporter. It takes you off to somewhere in the environment. Most environments have 2 or 3 teleporters.
We've gone with the same features as far as power-ups. You run over a homing missile power-up to get more homing missiles and whatnot. We have a new upgrade feature where you can actually customize your vehicle by which upgrades you obtain.
It is high speed and it is a lot of fun.
What they'll do is they can affect how powerful your weapon is, how high you jump, and it'll actually, some of them give you more armor.
That's always been, in my mind, the most successful element of our games in the car genre, has been that perfect mix. People enjoy it. You know, I mean, people might say, well, you're not supposed to jump up in the air and spin around, but you know, I mean, we're playing a game here. You've got to make it fun.